Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. On this channel, we talk about fashion, beauty, lifestyle, and a little travel. So today's video is going to be another different one. It's not going to be a haul. We haven't given up on doing hauls, but today's video is not a haul. It actually is going to be this yellow eyelet dress that I purchased from Zara. I think I purchased it during it was like 5 or 6 years ago. Yes, it was during that time that we all, um, basically when the whole world was in lockdown. You know what time I'm talking about. So I purchased this dress. I hadn't worn it. I wasn't sure that then after a while it was my style. And then I decided to challenge myself to style this dress, to wear it and style it. Well, at least to style it for you guys. Um, and actually to force myself to style it and not just style it as a summer dress, which you could see that it lends itself to being a summer dress, but to style it for 4 seasons. So today's video will be this dress styled for 4 seasons. And as you probably could see, it's an eyelet dress. So if you don't have this particular dress, if you didn't happen to purchase this dress, then unless you go to a second, like a reseller site like Poshmark, Mercari, etc., you likely won't find it. I'll leave the reference code in the description below in case I have seen it out there. So in case you want to find this exact dress, but if not, if you have a free flowing maxi dress, you can see the dress has no defined waist per se. So if you have a maxi dress, even if it's a midi dress, probably even if it's like a shorter dress, so like a dress right below your knees, the same, some of the styling techniques will work. But I wanted to show you that eyelet can be worn in all 4 seasons. So if you have a traditional winter, I think you could still wear eyelet. I had to challenge myself with this notion because I would have, of course, have before thought that eyelet was really like something that you wore in the spring and summer, not really like a fabric or a style design that you would wear in fall or winter. But stay tuned. Let me know if you think I did it or not, and let me know if you would now wear eyelet in the fall or winter. If you wear eyelet, if you like that style design, you likely would wear it already in the spring and summer. So let's do the first styling for spring. So I'm going to grab a jacket. One of the first things I would do for spring, okay, so you're coming out of winter. If you have a traditional winter, it's still cold it was cold where you are, even if it's not. Spring tends to be one of the cooler seasons anywhere, if you have a real spring, if you actually have like 4 seasons. So I would style this um, dress with a cropped white jacket. I have it on with the shoes are from White House Park Market. They have yellow in them. Actually, it's not the same shade of yellow, but that's okay. It's still yellow. And then I'm going to frame a second. I would wear it with, actually, you might have seen, I would have shown you guys this bag before. The tags are still attached because I haven't worn it out yet. But I would style it with this lilac clutch, and I think it goes, so maybe your eyes draw more to the lilac clutch. You might think, okay, why lilac? Well, certainly the purple color is a soft color. Yellow and purple are opposite on the color wheel, so I think it works. And I think the lilac is still soft, so it's not like one of the brighter shades of purple. So I think it still works. And then if you really wanted to, you could add some sunglasses. In this case, I have some white. They're prescription. I added prescription to them. They're from Nordstrom Rack, I think, but they're Givenchy sunglasses. And I think I didn't mention the jacket. I believe it's from Express. And so I think this all works. Now, I think the crop jacket helps to define the waist, or helps to make it look as if there's a defined waist. Because I think if not, then not that it necessarily. I mean, it could read a little frumpy if you don't do something to like define the waist. Sometimes that you don't want to look necessarily frumpy, but sometimes you want something free flowing, etc. But for the most part, you probably often want to define your waist. So I think the jacket helps to define the waist, and it doesn't like cut. I think because it's cropped, I think it still like elongates. So, the rule of, anyway, I don't want to, it works. At least I think it works. So again, the clutches from ASOS, shoes from White House Black Market, crop jacket, white crop jacket from Express, and the dress that we're styling is Zara. So this is a dress style for spring. Let me know what you think. All right, on to the next. So the next styling of this dress is the dress style for summer. So this is what you would traditionally think of. You would traditionally think to wear this dress in the summer. So I have it here styled with, I mean, I could do it free flowing with just the gold sandal, the gold flip flop. So that's what it looks like. But I mean, let's say you're doing this poolside. I forgot to mention the spring look is something that you could wear. I mean, it's a daytime look too. This is also a daytime look. Let's say you're poolside and you're wearing flip flops and you want to go somewhere, you're on vacation, you want to go somewhere for dinner. You would probably want to walk with a jacket. Maybe you go into a restaurant and inside is cold. So this is what it would look like with a jacket, with denim jacket, or honestly, even the other jacket that I had would work, the white crop jacket. And so it's summer, so let's see how else we would style this for summer. I would definitely put on a hat. So, and then let's say it is the I have two bags. I have two bags that we could do. We could do this bag. No, the gold in the hardware matches the gold in the shoe. I mean, I wasn't really trying to match, but it just so happens that the hardware works. So this and it's canvas. It's actually really old. The bag is Michael Kors. It's really old, and the shoes are TKs. They're from Nordstrom. I think the gold might not be available, but other colorways are available, and I don't remember where the hat is from. So this is definitely a more like going to the pool, maybe even in the summer going to a market kind of look. And then another bag option would be this bag. I would I would do it crossbody, but it's a little hard to do crossbody with the hat on. So this bag, actually, let's do it. My hair probably looks like a mess. So crossbody, let's. Oh, and the hat is from Nine West. So let's put the hat back on, and then we could put the jacket back on, and this is our summer look. So if you were going indoors, you could, like if you wanted to dress it up a little bit, you could change the shoes to maybe like heel sandal. I think that would still give off summer vibes. And you could do a different kind of clutch, so maybe not lilac, but I don't know. Even like a white clutch, I think would be good. But yeah, this is a dress style for summer. Let me know which of the bags you like. And actually, I had this necklace. I'm not going to put it on. I always have with my nails a hard time like putting on. Okay, this is what it would look like. So it's like shells. So this is that vibe. And, I think it just lends itself to the summer look. So I think I got this from Anthropologie. So this is the summer look. Let me know what you think. And at the end, I want you to tell me which of the looks is your favorite. Like which season looks, which of the seasons, which of the 4 seasons, which look is your favorite. All right, this is a dress, again, style for summer. On to the next. So now we're in fall and the temperature is getting cooler. The days are getting a little shorter. And because it's getting cooler, we need to cover up a little bit. So this is the eyelet dress style for fall. So the difference is you can see that I belted it. So naturally now that helps to define your waist. I added this coat. I wanted actually like a camel color coat, but I really wanted a leather camel coat, and I actually surprisingly didn't have one. I feel like I used to have one, but maybe it was full leather and that didn't stand the test of time. So maybe this winter, fall winter, I'll actually get like a leather or full leather camel color coat. But anyway, so this is gonna have to do. Let me know what you think about this length. I would have normally, if I had like a camel color coat, I would imagine that it would be a little bit shorter, so it would maybe more fit like this. But I think I looked in the mirror right before I came on camera, and I don't think it looks bad. But honestly, tell me what you guys think. I think, of course, the belt, like I mentioned, helps to define the waist. I have it on with Azalea Wang. The boots are actually over the knee, but I really, if I had cream or bone color knee-high boots, I think that would have worked. Um, and I think it's the same, like it's in the same shade. The boots are cream and not white, so I don't know if on camera it's coming off as white, but they're more like definitely a creamish color. And I think that works with the brown belt and then the brown jacket. And of course, we're styling this for fall. So the two other things that we could do, we could add like a brown bag. So that's keeping it, that's like not super matchy matchy because we don't have brown shoes, but I mean, it is a little brown. Now, to add some contrast, you could do like a deeper, do have a darker brown. You could do a darker brown bag to just, so that you're not in the same shade of brown and so that you're not so matchy matchy. But actually, let me go get that other um, color brown bag, the one that I'm thinking, and you could let me know which of the bags you prefer. This is the other brown bag. It's a Chloe bag. Let me know if you're team Coach, so that's the camel color bag, or if you're team Chloe, the darker brown bag, because then that adds like a little bit more contrast and it's not as matchy matchy. So team Coach or Team Chloe. So, and then the last thing that we could do is wear, okay, I'll do Team Chloe only because it, adds a little contrast. And then I could add these sunglasses. I'm sure they're duped for something. I don't know where I got them in Florida some time back. And yeah, this is the Eyelet dress style for fall. Let me know what you guys think. All right, we have one more season to do. On to the next. So the last styling of this eyelet dress is styled for winter. As you can see, I have on, I think this faux fur coat is from Mango, I think. Anyway, hold on. I don't want to tell you guys the wrong thing. I should have known before. It is, oh, no, it's from Zara. I should have known that. It's from Zara. So actually, and I want to turn around so you guys see what the back of it looks like. The tag is probably still attached to the dress because, like I said, I haven't worn it yet. And I don't know. I think I might keep it just because sometimes you don't want to wear, you want something really free flowing. Anyway, so in the winter, I would have never thought to wear like eyelet in the winter, but I think it works. Of course, you would need to layer it. So I would wear, in addition to this fur coat or whatever coat of your choosing, for faux fur, leather, whatever, or even wool, I would wear probably even bubble, like the whole gamut of coats, right? I would probably wear like a turtleneck underneath. I don't have a turtleneck obviously on right now, but you could wear a turtleneck. The thing with this not strapless, sleeveless dress is that you want spaghetti strap dress is that you would want to layer something underneath, maybe for fall, but definitely for winter, especially if you like in the Northeast or if you where you have like a real winter. So anyway, I have, like I said, the Zara coat. The shoes are they're over the knee boots from Steve Madden. So I didn't need to do over the knee. I could have just done like a boot that's long enough that um, goes above the hemline of the dress. And for bags, I'm actually hot wearing this. For bags, let's say you're going somewhere fancy, you could wear a clutch like this. I think the colorway goes, so the gold, obviously gold, yellow, whatever. The cream goes with the cream in the jacket. And yeah, so that's what that will look like as an option for a bag. And also another bag option would be this Kurt Geiger bag that I have. It also is a hair. It's small, but this is what this one would look like. And I mean, like if you wanted to go to the mall, you can obviously put a whole lot in this bag. And I don't know that I would necessarily wear this to a concert. So like in terms of where you'd wear this, I would say, I mean, like you could wear this to the mall. Um, if you're going someplace, like I wouldn't wear this to a wedding because I would tend to be more dressy for a wedding. But if you're more like a casual girly and wanted to do something like a little bit on the dressy side, then I think adding the coat does elevate it, so it makes it a little bit more dressy. This bag or the Zara bag that I showed you before does elevate it as well. So, and then the last thing that you could do, if it happens to be one of the sunnier winter days, you could put on these sunglasses. I think these are Tory Burch. I did add prescription to them. And you're probably hearing bangles because I added this brown um, bangle that you probably seen in prior videos from TJ Maxx. So this is the eyelet dress style for winter. Let me know which styling is your favorite. And again, if you don't have the same dress, and you likely don't, then the same tips work with any free-flowing maxi dress, right? The thing is, you often want to define your waist. This jacket is not really cropped, but I think it's not super long, so it still doesn't cut me off. I think you could still see like I have a torso and, a lower half. Or like it doesn't cut my body in half. So I don't think it does. Um, and what else I want to tell you? Yeah, like don't be. I would say the goal of doing this video is to show that like the clothes that we have. If you like me, you have a lot of clothes. You may not have as many clothes as me, but you probably have a lot of clothes. And one of the things that we could do, even though we buy new things, is we could wear the things that we have like more than just maybe on face value what seems to be like the intended season. Like this dress, I would have thought this is something that I'd only wear in the summer. Now it's something that I could wear, like I've shown that it could be worn year round. You may not choose to wear it year round, but it could be clearly worn year round. So anything that you have in your closet, like there's some things that will be um, relegated to just a particular season. Like I wouldn't wear unless it's a really cold spring day or fall day. I likely wouldn't wear faux fur like in the summer, or maybe like early fall or late spring because of course it's warmer. But I mean, lots of things are aseasonal. I don't know if that's a word, but could be worn across several seasons. So force yourself to, get as much cost per wear out of your items by wearing it over several seasons. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you're going to take up this challenge. I know I will. I'm going to force myself to wear more of my clothes more of the time. I mean, we only have one body, and there's a lot of clothes. But we could wear things more than just a particular season. So hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know which styling was your favorite. All right. Bye.